Hey guys, Kate here. So nice to finally see you again. I'm sorry I've been gone so long. I have some updates for this video, kind of explaining where I've been for the past month and a half or so. So first off, I finally graduated my university. I now have a bachelor's degree in rehabilitation services and I'm so happy about it. No more tests, no more quizzes, no more studying. All of that is done. I'm totally done with school now. I had an amazing graduation and an amazing graduation party that was put on by my family. I'm so glad I'm done. The next thing, you might notice my setup is a little different now. That's because I've moved back to Bloomington. While I was going to school, I was living in Carbondale in Southern Illinois, and I'm no longer living there. It's really been a blast so far. I've only been back for like a month or so, and we've had a lot of fun for my birthday and everything. So I'm really enjoying being back in Bloomington, where my parents are from and my sisters live. With that said, I do not live on my own yet. Since coming back, I live with my parents now. I was living with my grandparents before, as I mentioned in older videos. I can't tell you how much I appreciate my grandparents hosting me while I was going to school in Carbondale, and I really appreciate my parents letting me come back here. And with that said, I'm currently looking for a job. I've been browsing universities and colleges in the area because I think that's what I'd like to work with the most. I'd like to work with students. So I'm really hoping that I'm able to find a job really soon, because that means that I can do more stuff that I want to do. A lot of people have been asking me lately if I'm going to MFF, which is in December. I honestly don't know as of this point in time because, one, I spent a lot of money at GFM in March, which was a ton of fun. I don't regret going. It was so fun. But financially, with me looking for a job and everything, I'm just not sure if I'll be able to go to MFF, but I would love to go back to GFM. I had a ton of fun there. So yeah, I really don't know if I'll be able to go to MFF or not. One of the biggest reasons, besides money, is I think that all of the hotels are full. I've heard a lot of things lately. The hotels, like booking hotels and stuff in Rosemont, has been nuts. Like, no one has been able to book, that they're full, especially the Hyatt. The Hyatt is like the first hotel to fill up, but even the motels and stuff around there, because MFF is like the biggest furry convention out there right now. Since moving back to Bloomington, I have been scouring the area for furries in this area, because where I moved from, in Carbondale area, I met a ton of furries there. If you've seen my last few vlogs where we had meetups in Southern Illinois, those were a ton of fun. I love doing those. I haven't really found that many people here in Bloomington, so I'm really looking for people to hang out with. I am aware that there is an organization called Silphco that runs furry meets in this area, but they usually only do monthly meets, which is usually like bowling, or they do dinner a lot of times, and they actually have one coming up, so I am going to try and go to that. Also, I'm planning on hosting my own meet on July 14th, and it's from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's in Bloomington at Miller Park. We're going to meet in the zoo parking lot first, and then we're going to have a grill out, and it's going to be a ton of fun. So if you're in the area and you're looking for a fur meet to go to, hope to see you there. Just a few more things that I wanted to tell you guys why I've been gone so much. We are planning a trip to Florida next month. Destin, Florida. Yeah, I'm going on vacation with my family. I know I'm leaving again. No! But it'll only be for a couple days. You won't die, I promise. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to tell you guys is I have gotten back together with my boyfriend. I've kind of been dropping some not so subtle hints on Facebook and Instagram if you follow me there, but in a nutshell, about 5 years ago, I was dating someone that I had been friends with for about 2 years. They live in Italy, and we had met on DeviantArt. By the way, I don't recommend online dating sites or anything like that, and this is not a plug for DeviantArt to find significant others. That's not what I'm saying. But we had been friends for a long time. He really likes my art, and we had started dating about 5 years ago. What ended up happening was around that time, I mean, I was like 19, I think, at the time, and he came to visit me, which was really awesome. I had a lot of fun. At the time, my parents weren't really that open to me having a relationship with somebody that I had met online. Plus, they thought I was too young. We had a lot of arguments about him. We basically broke up, and I really didn't want to, but I also am really close with my family and my parents especially, and I didn't want to ruin my relationship with my parents, so I broke up with my boyfriend. Well, 5 years later, I finished school. I finished that while we were broken up, and I was just thinking a lot about everything that happened, and I realized that I never really wanted to break up with him. It was kind of just the timing. It wasn't a really good time for me to be dating because I had so much I needed to focus on. We ended up getting back together about a month ago, and I am so happy that I made that decision. I had been thinking about it for a long time. I had stayed friends with him during the time that we were apart, but we didn't really talk too much. One night I was just like, hey, I really want to get back together, and the feeling was mutual, so we're back together now. And I've been really distracted because I've been talking to him and another one of my international friends that I've known for a really long time. So I've just been kind of catching up with them and not making YouTube videos so much. I'm really happy to be back together with my boyfriend. So that is pretty much everything that I can think of that's going on with me in my life right now. Like I said before, there are a couple of meets coming up. I most likely will be filming. I'm also trying to get back into the swing of making videos because I know I've been gone for so long. Thank you guys so much for watching and for sticking around. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time.